So, Dokkan just released a brand new legendary Super Saiyan Broly LR, and I think this guy is somewhat, I wouldn't say controversial, but like in the community, I think people are either underrating him a little or overvaluing him a little as well. I think this Broly's overall good though, right? I just don't know based off his details if he's great, but my opinion could 100% change by the end of this video. He's kind of like a interesting character to you. So we'll talk about what his details are. This is a rainbow friend. Mine specifically is 55% in the dupe system. Full length level 10 though. We of course got that out there. So we'll talk about his details. Then, as we actually go through the fight, I'll kind of talk about his passive in more depth. But Broly is a leader for the new category Uncontrollable Power. Also, though, he leads Revenge and Planetary Destruction for Key 3 and 170% stats. Then, if you are in the Movie Bosses, Transformation Boost, or Pure Saiyans category, you get an extra 30% stats. So, that's a pretty, like I would say the leader skill doesn't reach that much of a wide net of characters. But the characters that would fit in those categories will pretty easily fit into the actual 200% full portion as well. So that's really good. This Broly, on both his 18 key and his 12 key, he does massively raise attack and defense for the turn. However, on his 12 key, he does have a 50% chance to get an additional 30% defense, and he has a high chance to stun. On his 18 key, he has a 50% chance to get an extra 100% attack, but then he also has a great chance to stun. At times in this video, you might actually see me aim for the 12 key instead of the 18 key, or not necessarily care as much. And the reason why is because on the 18 key, he gets the attack compared to the extra defense that he could potentially get. Especially if a boss can't be stunned, then I don't really care about getting the greater chance to stun, right? I'd actually would prefer to get the extra defense, because this guy is kind of designed as a defensive character. Now, moving on from there, he does provide a 4-turn 40% defense support buff to all extreme class allies. We'll put actual Turles. I would want to keep Broly next to the other Broly. Of course, not Link level 10, different, huh? Okay. We'll actually keep Broly here in slot 2. We'll see what kind of like damage numbers he could hit. Because we have the other tech Broly coming around here, so we will just go ahead and push this guy off so that he could be in the other rotation. But giving a multiple turn support buff of 40% defense to extreme class allies, there's no condition for his intro, so that's, I think, a really, really good thing. This Broly just gets 260% attacking defense and 60% damage reduction. I also could see here we weren't able to use his domain skill. We'll talk about that in a second regarding his domain requirement. Well, we took a little bit of damage there with Turles, but that's not that big of a deal. He also gets 100% attack when attacking, so we're seeing an 18 mil attack set, right? And you can look at just those details and you're like, obviously, he's not doing crazy damage. He just does one single attack stats. Right here we got the hinted potential system additional very luckily, so he's actually getting 200% defense at bare minimum once he supers here, which is quite a bit of defense, I think, to get if he gets the additional super attack. But he has no built-in additionals or anything like that. You can also see he has no start of turn key. This Broly's, in terms of his key itself, do I have another intro playing? Yeah, we do. We'll just play this intro real quick. Yeah, so continuing on with Broly, again, we see he doesn't have like starter turn key necessarily. He only gets key from like with allies. You see, well, it's Cell Max, right? He has only the 6 key from the leader skill. He does get key 2 and 2% HP recovery per type key sphere obtained. So like any type key sphere he gets, he will get the key recovery. Now, everything else is kind of dependent on the amount of turns that pass by or his domain. So we'll play his domain here. It could be activated at like just turn 1. It does massively raise attack temporarily and cause ultimate damage. It can be used when there's a Goku family enemy, or if all allies are in the uncontrollable category, right? We'll talk about the effect when it actually plays, but we'll go ahead and get his domain skill up right here. So Broly's domain is the molten lava of Natate village, and you can see right here with the domain, we see the lava that's rising. Broly, with this domain, he gives uncontrollable power category enemies and allies 15% attack and defense. Damage received by superclass enemies and allies increased by 15%. And then he gets an additional 10% for characters who belong to the movie heroes category. So like this enemy right here is taking 25% more damage, like these Blue Gogeta fight, which is quite a bit. Now, when you have the domain active, Broly actually also gets guard, and he randomly changes a certain type of key sphere besides INT and STR to STR. But the guard ability could be really, really interesting. He also does perform a super attack for the rest of battle. No, he is effective against all types for the rest of battle when the character performs an attack while the domain is active. I'm gonna assume that, I believe that carries over after the domain. I think one thing they could have changed about this Broly is they should have made the domain ability, like, give him a guaranteed additional super rather than super effective, because he's not gonna be a damage dealer like that. But if we got an extra super attack stack, I think that would have been really good here. So we see Broly is, again, starting off at 373k defense. This is, again, a 55% Broly. So he's not going to be as good defensively as, you know, like a Rainbow Broly. But still, I'm not sure. Like, even with 60% reduction on guard, like, if this boy's sitting in slot 1 like that, I'm not 100% sure on if he could live, like, the hardest hitting super attacks in the game. But he will be able to be a nice slot 1 option for you. Now right here, I think he should take double digits from this super. This is about like a, let's see, yeah, well, he's taking 85k from this one. I mean, this super attack, let me actually bring up the exact number. I believe it hits for about 2.7 million, or is it two? Please tell me it's not 2.1. It's 2.7, right? Let me take a look here. Again, this is the 55% one, so I'm not gonna be like too mega harsh on him, but I think this is gonna be where a lot of people will have him at, like 55% in the dupe system. This super attack hits for 1.7 mil. Actually, that's even way lower than I thought it was. Well, okay, yeah, the power creep this year actually has increased quite dramatically, Yeah, I don't know. Taking damage there, he's definitely not a slot 1 character, for sure. I've seen people say that he's like a substitute for slot 1. And I think he could survive a lot of these supers and take normals. Being fair, as long as he like eats like, honestly, 300, 400k from like some of these bigger super attacks, that's probably still fine too, especially early on. But like this Broly, like at least from what I've seen, he's not going to be living like Goku and Frieza's super attack as consistently. Right, especially the big one that they could do, right? It can be very, very unsafe. Now, I don't think we're on turn 5 just yet. Oh, we have Tech Broly's in true. Well, that's fine. I don't think we're on Tech 5. I almost said Tech 5. Turn 5 just yet. But starting from turn 5, you can actually revive with 60% HP recovered if an ally or character himself is KO'd. So that could be at full HP. You could activate that at any point in the battle, which is, I think, really good as well, being able to have that ability. We can go ahead and we'll use Turles' active skill here. There's not really a point in not using it. We will keep the Tech Broly untransformed though. We'll just keep him here as our slot 1 character. We'll grab all this. This time we will actually again, yeah, let me aim for the 12 key this time, and we'll get more defense from that, and we'll see what the 12 key could do in this specific situation. I mean, Broly here is at 500k defense, so I mean, once he super sees that a mil defense with guard and 60% reduction, but that is when he super attacks. Again, even a 500k with 60% reduction and guard, not slot 1, and it's like again, I think on this team, it doesn't really matter that he has to be slot 1 as much, but it would be nice in the sense that, again, he's not a damage dealer, right? He is supposed to be kind of a tanky character that could revive. He can provide you some healing. You know, the multi-turn support early on is really nice too. And he's good. I just feel like he could have had a little more oomph to him. You know what I mean? I think you guys kind of see, whilst he's still looking really good and doing a lot for the team, man. I mean, especially if you get the revive off, he does start providing some really good support. He has orb changing, even more orb changing, I should say. Then he gets 60% multiplicative defense when receiving an attack, man. I mean, like, with that 60% multiplicative defense, bro, that 1 million defense shoots up quite a bit, especially considering the guard and damage reduction he has. Like, it makes a difference. It really would. It makes him go crazy, especially in terms of her thinking like in a slot 1 situation, right? See, Broly is continuing to change those orbs specifically. The next turn, we will be able to get the other Broly's domain. The domain lasts for specifically 3 turns. You guys got to keep that in mind there. We will keep this Broly in slot 1 anyways, right? Tech Broly can't slot 1. AGO Broly's not really slot 1 either. So, like, in a situation like this, right? Where it's like, he will be able to live the super attack in slot 1 and he'll do his thing, right? So, like, you could work with him for sure. Yeah, again, I don't really care about the damage. That's one thing where it's like, he has super effective, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't play into what he's doing. So I'm kind of like, why does he have that? You know, I'm just like, I don't see the purpose in having that. We can see here now we have the revive ability though. So with the revival skill, this Broly will start to, like, if anyone dies, like, from this point on, we revive with either Broly, which is really good. I'm not gonna... Oh, we don't have to play this, actually. Yeah, this is fine. That's a good amount of damage, actually. Then again, it is a tech character, right? But we are, again, getting the increased damage to all the enemies, which is a really huge thing. We'll grab this, and I think we should likely finish the fight off here in terms of this specific rotation. So we'll move right into the Blue Gogeta portion of the fight, right? We won't have the Turles support, which is not a big deal. But actually, we will... I think we will have the Turles support, actually, right? I'm not 100% sure. Additional, maybe? No additional. So that Broly can... He's not... guarding? Am I confused? Am I crazy? No, he is guarding. Yeah, because his domain isn't. I'm just stupid. It looked like he wasn't guarding for a second, but I'm just kind of really dumb. Yeah, there's the guard right there. Yeah, I mean, especially after he super attacks, it's going to be very difficult for him to take damage as well, right? Like, once he gets that super attack off with his domain up, like, him being, like... Even as a leader, if you have him in slot 3, he's, like, invincible in slot 2 and 3. 100% with the domain up. He just cannot die, which is a really, really useful thing, too. And that revive man is really sick. I'm just, again, not looking at him and I'm like, oh, this guy is, like, the best character in the game. Even though he's doing a lot of these really good things. You know what I mean? Okay, so we have the final rotation here. I mean, we could see how things turn out. I mean, it's going to be very insane. We'll get Tech Broly's domain. We're going to absolutely one-turn this Gogeta fight. Yeah, the audio on that is not crazy. That's for sure. I mean, a Blue Gogeta Supers, man, we'll see what kind of damage we take. We'll just grab all of those for you. We'll get this with Tech Broly. This is gonna be a crazy turn, bro. All this orb changing Broly does help Turles, right? It does really help Turles out. Okay. 20 mil attack stat. Yeah, nothing crazy. That's fine though. Broly does have again that stun chance though. That could be useful maybe in the Bulma fight, right? I think that stun chance could be pretty nice. Ooh, we get the additional. Nice. Okay, 14.8 mil. Like, if he had like a guaranteed additional and then he's super effective, like, I would say, okay, you know, he's actually looking really good. Like, at that point, I'm like, oh, maybe he could be best unit in the game. Because then he can get another additional. It could be really crazy. So there's a 70 mil attack stat from Tech Broly. Fair and balanced, right? And we're doing all this extra damage because of INT Broly, which is a very important thing that we want to point out. These, like, this boss taking 25% more damage is crazy, right? Really, really insane. Now, they're, like, the hardest fights in the game aren't movie heroes bosses anymore, but, like, like some difficult fights. I think this Gogeta Blue fight is. Either way, we'll hop into the Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta fight, and we'll see how Broly could do there. I assume he'll do really well. I'm probably gonna take him into. I think I'll take him on the Tech Broly team because that's a little bit of a different setup, maybe. I mean, well, actually, the setup's pretty similar, if not the same. But this time we'll see, like, just with one Broly compared to the two Broly. Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll just take double in Broly. Why not, right? Alright, we are here in the Blue Kaioken Goku and Evolution Vegeta fights. We could use this domain right away, which is really good for us. We'll go ahead and just get this in here. This is still a very scary turn because attack Broly before he transforms is not gonna be crazy, right? So I'm probably gonna have to float off Tech Broly so that he can come back and just be transformed. I mean, plus we have the actual, like, the new Dokkan Fest Tech Broly coming around. And slot 7 again, by the way, both times. It's kind of crazy. Again, I don't really care about getting a lot of ki with this in Broly. So I'm actually going to... How should I do this specifically? I mean, if I do this, like that, I can bring down this here. And I still got a lot of ki regardless. I mean, I could do... Yeah, we'll do this, and then we can get these Tech Orbs. I think I could have done this better. Ah, man, well... Not getting 18 ki with Tech Broly might suck. And the biggest reason I think that'll suck is... does he get... He doesn't raise defense on his 12 ki, right? He does not. Oh, that's not good. That's a 50% defense raise we're missing, man. Uh-oh. He doesn't get... Oh, he gets 120% stats in Ultra... Oh. We're not... Uh-oh. Missing the 18 ki, actually. Makes us lose a lot of defense. We did not take a super either. Chat, I think I might be dead here. Just because I missed the 18 ki. Because of my... I fumbled. I guess you could say fumbled. I said I don't have to get a lot of ki within Broly. Oh, wait. The Super Saiyan Brolys don't leak. Oh, my... This is horrible. I guess this is a issue with, like, running this kind of team. Like, who else do I really run on this team, like, that fits the 200%? We didn't really get good rotations, being fair. I mean, I guess I could have ran LR Orange Piccolo. This damage 400k. I'm pretty sure we die. Tech Broly takes like 150k normals probably. I don't think he's not that guy without his 18 ki. This additional super doesn't mean anything. Again, nothing on 12k. Yeah, 600k. Okay, I think our rotations are much better here. Much better. We will keep... we'll keep Mai and Broly. Yeah, we'll keep Mai and Broly here. That'll be fine. I could just transform Tech Broly. There's not really a reason not to. Honestly, like, I could just transform him. Because... I don't think... Even if his passive runs out, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like... Because, like, I guess the support would be nice, but I don't really care. Yeah, no, I think I'm going to just transform Tech Broly. There's not a point in waiting. I don't need a slot 1 here. Like, Broly could sit here and slot 1 and be fine. Plus, I want to test him out anyways. We'll save. I guess I'll get the 18 cube with the rainbow one. No, let's set up the STR orbs next turn for LR Cell Max and Turles. I think that'll be ideal. I do want to push LR Turles off, though. Just because of the fact that with LR Turles, I can't get the domain. So that's 200k. Yeah, and this is, again, 55% Broly. Again, I've seen a lot of people say that this guy could sit slot 1. I mean, if there wasn't 2 supers here, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. This super tech is for about 2.3, 2.5 or so. But there's bosses, man, that hit so much harder. And they could just, like, hit you slot 1 instantly, man. So I'm not, again, like, I'm using him slot 1, and it's like, it's not bad, but it's not good. I mean, if I was gonna say what I would have liked to see, it would have actually been double digits. Like, I don't know if that's asking for too much, but this is a brand new Dokkan Fest LR, And his role is to be a defensive utility character, right? Like, I know he gets so much of his defense on super. I think him having to revive to get the 60% defense when receiving an attack, that should have just been something he had. I think that would have that like gives him a lot of defense, right? Like with the guard and 60% reduction, like that will make a big difference. So max, it might go absolutely insane here. By the way, it's gonna be really nasty. I want to keep so max slot 1 just because. I mean, I'm not putting AGL Broly slot 1. So unfortunately, we can't get all these Cell Max links like Big Bad Bosses mainly, but he should still be fine. If they super him right here, he's gonna do an extra super as well. They did not super him. That's fine. Okay, not a big deal. Cell Max is so crazy, dude. He's actually really nasty. If only he can get his active skill turned for in this movie bosses team, but unfortunately only on super bosses or artificial life forms. I don't know if they're planning on making an artificial life forms team, but the restriction should have been movie bosses instead of that team, right? Dude, we did so much damage here. Oh my goodness. So Max is, I mean, the two various type advantage here, but so Max could do some really nice damage, right? 100% for sure. Yeah, I don't think we kill her though, because I'm gonna get Turles at 24 key. At this point, this rotation doesn't really matter from here. I just wanted to show so Max. We'll move on to the next rotation with Broly again. We are back here. We could use this active skill. Dude, we're probably gonna push. I mean, I could keep him. What if I keep this tech Broly and just nuke the next phase? I mean, I could also push Broly off and just keep double tech Broly and just win. Because like this Broly, I don't really need him anymore. Yeah, you know, I think that's what I'll do. We'll just keep. We don't need the Broly anymore. He's done what he needs to. I mean, sure, we could like keep him on rotation for a revive, but I don't think we're gonna revive. I think we're gonna be just fine. Yeah. Okay. So pushing Broly off, and then again, one thing I do want to point out is we're gonna get the domain with the next one. This rotation here, we're getting the domain for this guy, right? That's gonna be really good. We can't use AGO Broly's domain, but it's fine, not a big deal. I think we'll continue to keep Cell Max here as well, and then we'll let Broly float off. I think this is going to be looking really good for us. So here is the domain reactivated, and again, everyone here is doing an extra 15% damage to the boss because of the fact that it's a super class boss, right? And because of Broly's domain being up, which is, I think, a good addition here. So we'll go ahead and just go all out here. We'll let this rotation play just because Broly is on this rotation. So Max still has his guard ability, so even with like, no, I mean, like, yeah, we're just not taking damage with Cell Max here, right? Cell Max will be fine. I mean, I guess like, ooh, okay, 230k. I guess we could have seen what Broly takes there, but I don't have to, I guess. I mean, maybe I should have, because like a instant super from Broly right there, that would have been good to see. Maybe if we get my Broly to come around, because when he comes back around, the domain will still be up. I mean, no, the Cell Max is dead, right, for sure. Then yeah, no, I should have cut Broly up there, but it's fine. Because again, I'm not like, how much damage would he have taken? Like, let's say he has. I'm actually literally gonna bring up the Dokkan damage taken calculator here to be a nerd, right? So this attack that Vegeta is doing for this specific event, let me bring it up here. I believe it's like, it's around 3 mil for sure. I know that much. Meanwhile, they're seeing AGO Broly just like absolutely demolishing this guy. Yeah, it is. Let me bring up the calculator. It's definitely more than that as well. So 450k plus 2.7. 1 second, chat. I'm really stupid. I can't do basic math right now. So it's 3.15. Okay, so 3150 and 000. Let's say Broly was at, I mean, we saw him at 500k of Rainbow Broly. Let's do 500k defense with 60% reduction. It's an AGL superclass enemy with guard, He's taking 261k according to that, which is actually pretty good. That's like the amount that Cell Max takes right there. I actually would take that from 300k or 3 mil, my bad, not 300k specifically. Anyways, we're gonna get a very crazy damage turn, and that's because we're getting mega buffs by why can't we use Turles' Actoscope, by the way? Oh, it's 60% HP, huh? That's because we're getting mega buffed by INT Broly's domain, but we're also going to be getting the STR Turles support, so that's a 33 mil attack. So my attack Broly right here, by the way, is only at a 69% the dupe system, right? So we definitely finish things off. And I would say again, yeah, a lot of the damage we got, like that we're doing, helps us quite a bit, especially because of how damaging this team is. That extra 15%, even just 15%, will matter with how damaging these characters can be, which is really, really nice. But yeah, I mean, 260k from this Blue Evolution Vegeta Super, like in slot 1 before even supers, I'll take that. Like, I like that, right? I was a little worried because he was taking like 88k from the physical Blue Goku and Evolution Vegeta. Or I guess they're just a Blue Goku and Evolution. That's not even evolution. I can't do that. There's so many bosses. The physical Blue Boys phase in the Gogeta fight, they were taking they took 88k there, and I was like, oh, that's a little worrying if they're taking 88k from a 1.7 mil boss super. But I guess it's good to know that damage reduction and guard scales really, really well, right? I guess that was one thing I wasn't thinking of. So I feel very confident, but we're gonna go into the Goku and Frieza fight, and that'll be their final test. We are once again running double INT Broly here into the Goku and Frieza fights. I guess one thing about this fight is that we can wait to use the domain, right? Which is a nice little thing that we could take advantage of. AGO Broly will just kind of be floating around in this fight. Not really a big deal here. We'll grab this with you. We will give the 50% crit chance though. So AGO Broly, you know, will likely finish the job off, considering that we're also going to be able to start critting. I think in this fight, it'll be much more realistic to even see the revive as well from this team. And having that as an option at both rotations will be a very nice thing to see in general, right? It also looks like, again, LR Cell Max being in slot 7 will be good for us, because if he's locked in the 17 phase, like in slot 1, that's still very fine. LR Turles getting locked in slot 1 next rotation, I don't think it'll be that big of an issue. We'll take a lot of damage, but I don't think LR Turles would like instantly get one shot, right? I hope not, right? Again, I didn't use the domain. We'll wait to use the domain by the time... Yeah, I can't use the next turn. I'll probably use it this turn when we come back here with my INT Broly. And then we'll float LR Turles off so that we can get the other INT Broly's domain once it's actually going to be available to us too, right? I guess one thing is the extra damage we deal to superclass enemies won't matter against the Goku and the Frieza and 17 fight, because that's an extreme class character, right? There's only superclass characters that take the extra 15% damage, right? Yeah, LR Turles was actually locked there, so that could definitely be an issue. We'll give LR Turles all of this. Again, in Broly, we're not worried about him getting like a lot of ki or anything like that. And then we'll let Tech Broly here get his 24 ki actually, so that, you know, he can get all the extra defense. Okay, no instant super. Ooh, actually, that would have done a lot of damage. But since there's no instant super attack here, we should be fine. Turles here, I think he has his full 50% reduction, right? I believe INT Broly, yeah, INT Broly, both INT Brolys are on Planetary Destruction. Tech Broly's on it. The Easy A Tech Broly's on it as well. Then Cell Max is not on Planetary Destruction actually, but Turles himself does count. So yeah, we should have all 5, which is good. This guy getting supered, it will matter. Like if he gets disabled with a super attack, it will do pretty bad damage to us. Because this guy's not like, you know, a defensive kind of god. You know what I mean? We might actually... We're going to finish the fight next turn, though. Yeah, dude, the amount of damage this team could do is very nasty, though. That's for sure. No super attack, huh? I mean, ideally... Yeah, see, I did not want that to happen, really. Not great for me. I mean, I guess this tech Broly's being pushed off, so it's not that big of a deal. We'll let Cell Max get attacked here. I will use a domain with in Broly here. That might actually... I don't think it finishes this guy off, though. I don't think so. It might finish 17 off, I guess. It does not. No, okay. Well, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. And that'll be good because we'll push Turles off next rotation. And, you know, with Ajo Broly guarding, he should be fine in slot 2. It'll be a little dangerous if he takes a super, but he should be fine, though. And I also did not... I did not transform attack Broly, and the reason why is because I want to make sure his passive stays up until the end of the fight. Ooh, Cellmax took more damage than I would have liked, actually. That's a little more damage than I would have liked. Luckily, INT Broly should finish the job here, even though Tech Broly doesn't attack, just because he's type advantage, and 17 has so little health. Yeah, Cellmax just keeps attacking too. All these attacks he gets. Cellmax doesn't build up, though, huh? Does he have to super attack specifically to build up? LR Cellmax. Let me take a look here. It's been a little bit. It's per attack performed. Okay, no, luckily. Okay, he's building up all of that attack right there. Very nice. Yeah, no, we just keep INT Broly here, right in the front, man. I mean, all right, INT Broly. We're gonna see what you could do here, man. Luckily, the healing a little bit is very useful. 400k defense here. I mean, we'll see, buddy. Are you gonna handle this super attack instantly? He has the guard and 60% reduction. I feel like if he can't, man, that just sucks. I mean, again, you're going to be forced sometimes in situations like this. Okay, luckily there was not an instant super, so we should be good. Because now he's at 800k defense. Doubling his defense is really nasty. Alright, he should eat this. At most, 200k is what I'm thinking. He might take less. Post Super Broly. He gets a lot of defense here. 78k, yeah, that's good. That's really good. We love to see that. So pre-super would have definitely been around 300k at most. Which, you know, I'll take it, man. He's holding down slot 1. Like, he is looking nice here. And on top of that, he's still giving stats to everyone, right? 15% stats to uncontrollable enemies and allies. And no one here is, like, in terms of, like, 17 of Frieza, 17, Goku and Frieza, none of them are uncontrollable power enemies, so they're not getting the extra stats. It is only these guys right here, which is perfectly fine with me. Now, in the future, if we get like a Broly boss that's really difficult, then it could be an issue activating that, but other than that, not that big of a deal. We could use Tech Broly's active, but I probably will keep it for the final phase. Yeah, we'll keep the Tech Broly's active for the final phase. But I should have the domain up in Broly still next turn. And then we could, again, use the other domain with this guy as well. Alright, we're looking good here, actually. LR Trellis doing a lot of damage for us. Very nice to see. We could use Cell Max's active skill, but I probably won't. Yeah, there's Tech Broly transforming. And once Tech Broly gets his 18 key off, he's also going to be guarding, so that's good. I mean, yeah, dude, I don't know. Broly's looking really good to me. And now we have the revive. So even if we would die, we could still revive here. Which, you know, it would be really nice to see the revive. I could just, like, pop the revive. Like, I could force it right here. But, like, I don't want to be in a situation where I force the revive, you know? Like, if I don't have to use it, like, we won't use it. And I guess that's one thing where it's, like... I feel like a lot of it's... Ooh, the 55% one is taking 15k normals. That's okay, though. I feel like in a lot of situations, you're not going to see the 60% defense when receiving an attack, or the 60% support that he can get, which would be really nice to see. But if you do get it, man, that's really massive. I still do think, just because, like, against these hardest hitting bosses, he might struggle a little without that 60% defense. But we'll see right here. Again, Goku and Frieza is going to be one of these bosses. And being fair, it's only Goku and Frieza and the Boba fight, which, you know, I think we're gonna see more in the future, like a boss that are hitting that level of damage. Yeah, dude, Tech Broly, we didn't even see Cell Max stack. Yeah, no, Tech Broly's very silly. All right, so this domain's off, but that's fine because we can get the domain with the other one. We'll put the Rainbow in Broly here in slot 1. We will not use AGL Broly's domain. Sucks for him, but he'll still be fine as a floater option, you know. And he's AGL still, so he'll still be doing some good damage. I guess one nice thing is that Tech Broly, even though he doesn't guard... Oh, well, we're not hitting the damage cap right there. That's for sure. And Broly is not going to be hitting the damage cap right there, so... Okay, we'll get this here. I think we'll just grab this for you. I think Tech Broly will not hit 24 key, but that's okay. Then AGO Broly actually does get 6 key when attacking. So we'll just give him this. He will actually get the 18 key super, which is the most important. Alright, and Broly, man. Oh, you're taking a little bit of damage there. We'll see. How much damage does Goku and Frieza pre-attack buff do to INT Broly here? Slot 1. What you got here? This is a Rambo INT Broly, by the way. No, it's 79%. 300k. Yeah, no, he lives. I think with under half HP, right? But this is a super that's only, again, doing like 300k. Not 300k. 3 mil, right? So, I don't know if we'll get under the damage cap. We might just kill next turn. Because there's... Oh, well, my Tech Broly is not doing damage, huh? Yeah, even with the increased damage, right? Because this is a super tech character, right? Goku and Frieza. Well, with the additional and the crit, we did actually get it. Okay. Yeah, no, Goku and Frieza is a super tech character, so they are taking the extra 15% damage too. But we're just not meeting the damage cap, so it is what it is. That's fine though. AGO Broly will still like just be moving around doing his thing, whatever, you know, who wants to. AGO Broly, I do like him still, like as at least like a floating character. He's still able to do his job, which is, I love that. I love that. I love seeing that, right? Is he doing 0 damage though? Yeah, he's actually doing 0 damage, so it actually doesn't matter. What I said there is like absolutely pointless. That's fine though. That's fine. Actually, I think his 18 key might have done damage. Low key, I was looking away. Even with the crit, he does 0. That's funny. Okay, so we could use... I mean, we could get the revive here, technically, if we do take enough damage. Bam. We're going to heal someone with Broly, though. We'll grab this. We will use this here. I mean, we can get Berserker active with Tech Broly. Oh, that's going to be really nasty, getting Berserker active if we take enough damage here. This is a 55% Broly. I'm scared, actually. We're going to heal just to be 100% safe. This is the 55% Broly. I mean, if he revives, that's fine, but I use Tech Broly's active skill, so it'd be a waste if I, Okay, let's see. 290k. He actually took less damage. Why? Oh, the support. We had the 50% support. Is that why? Is that why we took less damage? Because of 50% support? I guess so. Sure. Why not? I guess my Broly is also link level 10, so he will get more defense. Okay. Well, that's 82 mil. That's fair and balanced, right? That's pretty good. Is Tech Broly just going to finish this fight off here, is he? Oh, yep. Goodbye. Well, we don't even have to worry about the under 50% super, because Tech Broly... What a disgusting character. Like, oh, look. What a nasty character, dude. Oh, my goodness. He's good, dude. Setting him up like that, he's so good. And, you know, that's kind of what INT Broly's job is to set these other characters up. Makes them do more damage. Gives them multiplicative support. He's able to slot 1 for some of these characters. He's, you know, healing for us. He has the revive, right? He's doing a lot of these things that I think is very useful for this team. So again, he's very good. Like, don't get it twisted. This INT Broly is good. And I would say, I feel like he is being underrated in the community now that I've used him in a couple of these events and like actually tried him out. But I don't think he's cracking into like this top 5 of... I would say, like, again, if we're going to rank him with the other LRs during the celebration, I think that he would be the quote-unquote worst of the 4, which is between Tech Broly, Super Saiyan Trio, which are on the screen on the side. S tier Gohan, I think is like I think he's the best team in the game, honestly. Like, the more I'm thinking about it, is like I might make a tier list video. We'll talk about it there. INT Broly though was really good still, and I mean, I didn't have issues where I was worried about him dying, and in the situations where he could have died, it's either the team finished the job off anyways because of the huge amount of damage, or he has the revive ability. So there we go. Thanks y'all for watching. I think INT Broly is quite strong. I'll catch you guys in the next one though. Peace out.